Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another session with Mr. Smith. Herr Schmidt, as they would say in Germany, or Senor Smith down south of the border, or in certain areas, just Yo Smith. What up? Anyway, whatever they call me, I'm just hoping I'm staying humble, right? Staying humble is not always easy to do, is it? But we must achieve maximum humility. Christ commands us that the meek, or tells us, that the meek shall inherit the earth. Meek means humble. Doesn't mean weak. Doesn't mean you let people push you around. We have got a show to look at here called Bojack Horseman. Somebody turned me on to this show. I think it might have been 10 years ago now. It's been around for a while. It's on Netflix. And I enjoyed it at first, right? Very edgy. It's about, well, if you look at the character in the middle, if you don't know, that's Bojack Horseman there. And he's a man, but, he's looks like a horse. And he was in a 90s TV sitcom, and he's kind of an old actor, and his trials and tribulations and neuroses living in LA. And so I like the show because it's about my hometown, LA. By the way, LA is completely falling apart, as is the state of California. It's pretty sad. I hope you are preparing and getting your mind right. And if you have any debt, that would be the most important thing, is to get out of debt right now if you can. Concentrate on that. Anywho, let's take a look at this show, Bojack Horseman. Now, I enjoyed this show. And, these kind of adult cartoon shows that are so popular, they're very popular with high school, middle school, and college age people. Very impressionable age. And I liked this show until I came across this episode. This episode that I'm about to play, and I'm not going to play the whole episode, and I'm just playing the audio because I don't want to get a copyright strike. This episode, I believe, was in the 3rd season, and it's titled Brat Brat Pew Pew. And you'll kind of see. So if you ever want to see it, it's on Netflix. It's free. If you ever want to see the episode to get the full effect of it, be my guest. But it was this episode that made me decide not to watch the show, not to give it any more attention. And it focuses mainly on the girl on the left that you see on the screen. Her name's Diane. And she came out from, I believe, the East Coast to work in Hollywood. She's in her early 30s, I believe. She's working with movie stars, and she's working with this singer called Aquafina Sextina, or Sextina Aquafina, who's supposed to be like a Cardi B kind of character. And she works with the cat, that lady, I forgot her name, but she's a Hollywood agent. Okay, and the guy on the right that looks stoned, he's irrelevant to this episode. And Diane there, you can see she's with a dog, a man that's, a dog. It's kind of bizarre, the show. Like I said, it's kind of edgy. But he's her husband. Anyway, I want to remind you, when we get into this, remember, television is not about truth. It's about creating reality. And television is a weapon. They're using it to cause us to be dysfunctional and wicked. And I really believe that. Okay, so I want, and keep in mind that impressionable young people watch this show, right? They Netflix and chill. So, let's take a look at the first clip, and I think, well, you'll see where I'm going with this.
So we have some options.
Yeah, a lot of options to discuss.
You know I love you.
Of course, but that's not what this is about. We always agreed we didn't want kids
A
unless...
streetwise but soulful teen needed somewhere to live as he waited for his Juilliard audition.
And we'd support his dancing and let him stay in the guest room, right? But a baby? Are you...
It's not about me. There's no I in uterus. There's only us. And you. And another you. But that's the you that's in us, so I already said that you. The point is, I'm going to be here for you 24/7. 247%. That's how there for you I'll be. Whatever you decide.
What we decide, because this is...
Definitely, this is a conversation.
Let's just both say what we want at the same time on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2...
On 3 or after 3?
How could I say it on 3? I'll be saying 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Abortion.
Get an abortion. Oh no, we said different things.
Okay, so that's at the beginning of the episode. Diane and her dog husband, she got pregnant by him, and they decided, well, let's just have an abortion. And of course, the show kind of does a facetious, tongue-in-cheek banter about whether it's her body or it's her decision, right? Uterus, uteri, he's doing all that whole thing. The bottom line here is we're going to watch the rest of the clip, but they're basically making light of abortion. And it gets worse. Now, if you believe abortion is okay, yeah, this is probably not for you. But the scriptures say, thou shalt not sacrifice thy children to Moloch. Okay? And so the Most High God commands us not to do this, and abortion is a modern version of that. Okay? So you already know where I stand on this. And, it's the man's seed. So it's just as much his child as hers. Yes, a woman does have to go through childbirth and deal with that, but it's still, his seed. So that's just something to think about. But they're just saying, okay, and just matter of fact, let's get an abortion, which kind of creeps me out. But let's look at the next clip, or listen to the next clip, excuse me. Well, real quick, this next clip is where Diane is with the cat lady, the agent, and they're about ready to meet or work with Sextina Aquafina, that name cracks me up, who is supposed to be like a Cardi B, Nicki Minaj type character, right? No morals, just a garden tool, if you know what I mean. Garden tool, right? Replicant Fish uses the word garden tool instead of OH reverse. Anyway, so, let's check this out. Okay, so they're meeting with Sextina Aquafina.
Her and apologize, she'll understand.
Oh, because she's so understanding? This is a teenage pop star. Literally the two least compassionate entities combined into the supernova of not understanding that is Sextina Aquafina.
So, imagine my surprise when I'm in the middle of a performance for Gaddafi's cousin on his yacht, and I'm in a giant champagne flute singing left titty, and everyone starts to look at their phones and look at me because I'm apparently aborting a baby I do not have. And so I had them turn their boat into a car and drive me here to fire someone.
I think that's me.
Great. Your fire glasses.
I'll put out a statement explaining the whole mess. I am so sorry. Oh.
What oh? Who said you could oh?
Taylor Swift just tweeted that you were brave. Nicki Minaj tweeted at you a face with heart eyes. And BuzzFeed just posted a list of top 15 celebrities who should have had abortions like Sextina.
Geez, you're trending like crazy.
I'm trending?
Most women who go through this never talk about it because it's so stigmatized. The fact that you're coming out like this is huge. Or it would be if you were actually getting an abortion.
So what you're saying is maybe I am getting an abortion?
Well, no, because you're not.
Yeah, but if you did, this would make you a cultural icon.
Glasses, you're unfired. I'm getting an abortion. I gotta go on talk shows. If I can make one woman feel a little less alone, then it's all worth it, right?
Yeah.
And if I can make 1 million women buy my album, then it's definitely all worth it.
Oh.
Diane, take the yes.
Okay. Sextina Aquafina, you are now the face of the pro-choice movement.
Hey!
Now let's get you informed.
What?
Okay, real quick, that scene, Diane is the one that's going to have the abortion, but for some reason it got leaked out that it was supposed to be Sextina Aquafina who's pregnant. So the agent and Diane are dealing with Sextina Aquafina, who finds out that everybody's Instagram is going off and all these stars are telling her how brave she is and she should come out with confidence and let everybody know that she's having an abortion. Okay. So, you see, they're using the same tactic they use with the letter people to be brave and come out and just do you. Change your gender or admit that you prefer this orientation and be proud against oppression. They're making abortion seem like it's being oppressed. Whenever they do that, whenever they make you seem like you can't do something, then people want to start doing it. And this appeals to people's egos, right? You got young girls that are sitting there going, well, I'm brave for having an abortion. I'm brave. Oh my gosh, you see what they're doing here? No, you're going to kill a child. There's nothing brave about it. It's sick. It's sick. We need to stop watching TV and start coming back to simple moral living. And I said earlier that the most important thing right now is to get out of debt. Yes, that's very important, but probably more important is to come back to the Most High God and study His ways, statutes, and commandments. But you see how they're making abortion seem like it's something brave that people do. And people love that. We all want to be brave and be seen as being brave. And I'm telling you, that's why a lot of these people are switching their genders. Because they've been told they're so brave. And they've been told that everything's going to be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. What they don't tell you is so many people regret getting what they call gender affirmation surgery and going through all the hormones. They regret it. They don't tell you that. Again, they're trying to get everybody to be proud of being wicked and dysfunctional. Again, TV's about creating reality. Now, this scene, they also kind of mock the shallowness of Sextina Aquafina, right? Which is very true. These Cardi B type singers and most people in the entertainment industry, they're all about money, right? So they also do this in these shows. They kind of mock things to get you to have. It's hard to explain, to make you think that they're doing the right thing, that the show's doing the right thing. But then underneath it all, they're trying to make abortion be something to be proud of. And there's nothing like that at all. I hope that made sense. But let's move on to the next scene.
So before the procedure, you'll need to look at an ultrasound and listen to the heartbeat, or heartbeats if you're having a litter.
Why does she have to listen to the heartbeat?
It's the law. Also, by law, I have to tell you that at 1 month your puppies have a favorite color, and that color may be blue.
That can't be true.
By law, I have to tell you that. Also, before your procedure, you'll need to watch 20 hours of cute puppy videos as Sarah McLachlan's I Will Remember You plays softly.
Don't worry, Diane. I will watch the cute puppy videos for you. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
No, she has to watch the videos.
Don't worry, Diane. We will watch the cute puppy videos together.
No, she has to watch them alone.
Diane, I have some terrible news.
Okay, so that's a scene where Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter, her dog husband, go to the abortion clinic and talk to the abortion doctor. And, you know, they mock the people who are against abortion. That's what they're doing here. You know, they're saying that these stupid laws, like you have to watch 20 minutes of puppy videos, meaning, you know, baby videos. Well, you know, and the guy keeps saying, well, it's the law. So they're implying that the doctor is, you know, going, well, I just got to put up with this, you know, because these silly people are trying to stop you from getting an abortion. They're trying to stop you when it, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But they, you know, these laws are silly. Now, in reality, I don't know if there's laws like that. Before you have to get an abortion, you have to watch certain videos. I have no idea, but you get my point. They're mocking people who are against abortion and any laws that kind of try to get women to maybe think twice about having one. All right, let's go to the next clip.
No, stop. Christ, stop the tape!
Glasses, you did this. You empowered me to tell my story.
I think the tone might be a little severe.
Look, when you get an abortion, you can express yourself however you want. But this is about my body and my choices. And my choice is to be a totally insane badass.
Oh, I am getting an abortion. You're not even really pregnant.
So, this is show business.
The song by Sextina Aquafina is called Brat Brat Pew Pew. And she's talking about kill that fetus, get that fetus. And the moral, Diane, the intellectual girl, who young, impressionable girls would want to be like, because Diane comes from another area of the country and comes to LA and just so happens to, out of nowhere, just get to work with top-level stars, and she gets to direct them and have morals over them, right? I can see where this character, Diane, would just be, you know, crack to young girls. They would say, I want to be like her. She's so smart, right? And you see in this clip, she's trying to show Sextina Aquafina that it's not right to make light of abortion, but she's going to have one, right? So I find that interesting psychological manipulation. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Pew, pew, a daring battle cry from the self-appointed new voice of choice. But has the concept of women having choices gone too far? We've assembled this diverse panel of white men in bow ties to talk about abortion. Gentlemen?
Tom, this is not just a woman's issue. I'm a man, but if I got pregnant, would I put my life on hold for a child I didn't want? Yes, I would. And I can say that with confidence because I will never have to make that decision, so I'm unbiased.
Does this video glamorize abortion?
Very possibly, Tom. Millennials today think everything is NBD. NBD, of course, stands for no BD, referring to BD Wong, who teens think is a very big deal. So if something's not BD, it means it's not a big deal. And these days, abortions are not BD.
Are abortions even necessary? You know, I heard a theory that if a woman really has an unwanted pregnancy, the body has a way to break the fetus down into gas particles, and then she can just fart it out.
Where did you hear this intriguing fart it out theory?
I don't remember. maybe the Bible?
Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, so the interviewer says something very interesting in the beginning. Do women have too many choices? And the truth is, they're mocking that concept, right? But the truth is, yeah, women do have too many choices. You can't just do whatever you want, ladies. You can't just be free with your body and then just have abortions. There's consequences to that. Okay? We have a society where females can get away with anything. The courts back women up no matter what. It's interesting, the scriptures say that in these end times that women will rule over us. Well, now we kind of know how that's working. Anyway, and then of course they make the men look stupid, and especially the white men. They use the white man thing, right? Because that's like the one of the default programs that they use, especially with college-age people. Okay, they make these three guys seem like they have no understanding of what women go through, and they're just idiotic, and that's normal. That's normal for TV, right? They're trying to ruin men, period. But they especially beat up on the white guy. So if you're a white man, don't let it get to you. Stay strong. Okay. Stay strong. All right, let's go to the next clip.
Sextina, welcome to the program. Can I get a pew-pew for the fans?
Tom, abortion is a very serious subject.
Yes, very serious. I agree.
I want to tell the real story about abortion, show America what it's really about, which is why your girl, Sextina Aquafina, is gonna have her abortion live on television. What? Pay-per-view, chitches.
What?
Pay-per-view, chitches. Brat, pew, pew, ka-ching, ka-ching.
How are you going to have an abortion on live TV when you're not even really having an abortion?
Duh, we'll just Argo that shit.
What does that mean?
Yeah, fake abortion. Movie magic, like in Argo.
That is not what happened in Argo.
All right, if we're gonna do this, we gotta be real tasteful.
Yeah, only the best for my abortion. All class.
John Carpenter can do the practical effects. He owes me a favor.
What?
You know what? We'll book Eddie Redmayne as the fetus.
Are you hearing yourselves? We're not going to fake an abortion on live TV.
Well, obviously, we'll pre-tape it, then put a little box in the corner of the screen that says live.
You don't think this is incredibly disrespectful to the women who actually get abortions?
Not if we do it tasteful.
Diane, this is what the client wants. Stop making it about you.
I'm not making it about me.
I am so tired of you creating problems. I'm sorry, you're so fertile and in a sexually active, loving relationship, and now you don't want a family. I'm sure that's really hard for you.
What?
If this is not about me anymore, then I'ma go. Y'all figure your shit out and get back at me. Hey, where's that ZZ Top mofo at? Can a chitch get a parking validation or what?
Is there something you want to say to me?
I have given everything to get where I am, and I am not about to throw all that away. She wants an abortion? I'm getting her an abortion.
You know this is bullshit.
It's all bullshit, Diane. That's the gig. And you're not good enough at this job to be too good for this job.
I won't be a part of this.
Okay, this scene, they're talking to Sextina Aquafina, and they're planning, they tell you truth here. They tell you about the entertainment industry being, nothing but BS. And just selling lies and fantasies. Okay, but so they make it seem like this show has a moral compass, and they're mocking the entertainment business, and they're telling you some truth. And then Diane says, "Well, I'm not going to be a part of this." So they're making it seem like she's a moral, strong woman. They want you to forget about the fact that she's still having an abortion. Let's move on.
Someone has to tell the world that Sextina is a total fraud.
You know Sextina Aquafina?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I work with her.
Oh, she is so cool. Sextina's music makes me feel strong, like I can do anything.
It doesn't offend you? What about the part where she says, I hope and pray to God my little fetus has a soul because I want it to feel pain when I eject it from my hole?
It's a joke. You get that it's a joke, right?
Well, obviously.
Do you think she actually wants to shoot her fetus with a gun?
No, I get it.
Getting an abortion is scary, with all the protesters out front and how you have to listen to the heartbeat and all that. And when you can joke about it, it makes it less scary, you know?
Yeah.
If you can joke about it, it makes it less scary. This was the scene that absolutely fried me on this show. I'm like, I can't believe they're doing this. Okay, so this scene is near the end of the show, or end of the episode, where Diane is in the abortion office waiting to get the procedure done, and she's talking to a teenage girl who's also going to get it done. And the teenage girl teaches her that the lyric in Sextina's song, I hope the fetus has a soul so it can feel pain when I rip it out, is just a joke. It's just a joke. It's to make it less scary because there's so many evil people trying to stop her from having an abortion. I couldn't take this show after that. And that was it. And Diane, who's supposed to, is like listening to this teenager, like, oh yeah, you make a lot of sense. So maybe having a completely immoral and disgusting song out there mocking abortion and joking about, I hope the fetus has a soul. I mean, I don't know, you guys, I don't even think I need to say anything more about that. Just if you want to listen to that clip again, or watch the episode on Netflix. When you add the visual to it, it just makes me sick. And they're not joking. You wouldn't joke about something like that. So when a wicked person says, that's a demon, I hope the fetus has a soul so it feels pain on the way out, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. Right? It's like, I remember watching a Slayer concert, and the guy says, somebody's going to get sacrificed tonight. Roar! And they start singing their songs. He's not joking. Somebody is getting sacrificed tonight, and they're going to be listening to that music. Okay? This stuff is real. All right, let's see the last clip.
Oh, wonderful. Good. Now, I do accept tips.
That was surprisingly tasteful.
And educational, right?
Yeah, weirdly educational. I actually learned a lot about abortion, and I just had an abortion.
How are you feeling?
I feel shitty. I mean, physically. I'm glad I did it, but mostly I just felt old. There were all these teenagers there, 20-somethings. I know from the outside it might seem like I should be ready for kids, but I can't.
Diane, you don't need to explain anything to anyone. Sextina! Great job! We did it!
Yeah, so little ring.
So this is the last scene. Diane has had her abortion and she's talking to the cat lady, her agent friend. And the cat ladies, and they're watching the Sextina Aquafina video. And they say, it was weirdly educational. I learned a lot about abortion. Wait a minute, you just had an abortion. What more is there to learn? You actually experienced it. I mean, it just gets more sick by the minute. And then the cat lady says, how you feeling? And she goes, not so, she says, not so good. Then she says, physically, I mean. So immediately, what does that imply? That emotionally, she's just fine. And she goes, I'm glad I did it. And then they quickly go to the fact that she's in her 30s. She says, 20-somethings, I felt old. So now they're promoting the strong, independent, smart woman who had an abortion, and she's probably never going to have children because her career is too important and all this stuff. Sick! Please, a woman never is the same again after having an abortion. She is never the same. She goes to a dark place. There is something wrong. I don't think women ever really forgive themselves for having an abortion. So if you're young, please think about that. If you're a young woman, think about that. I know some women that have had abortions, and I don't think they're together at all in their minds. And the other thing about this last clip, right? The cat lady says, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You're going to have to explain what you did to the Most High. Judgment Day comes for all of us. And one last thing. If somebody out there has had an abortion, you can still come back to the Most High and ask for His forgiveness. He is a loving, merciful God. But you must come back to Him with humility and the understanding of that wickedness. Anyway, this show just, I never watched another episode again. Well, maybe I popped in and watched a little bit of one out of boredom. But that was it for me. Anyway, please like and subscribe, or don't like. And may the Most High bless you and keep you, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.